This might be controversial, but I'm not in politics to make friends. I'm here to get things done. I think we make the mistake on our side of not standing for things. And as I like to say, standing 10 toes down saying this is what I'm for.
Can you just explain a little bit of who you are and what your background is?
I'm State Senator Harold Pope Jr., and I'm running to be your next Lieutenant Governor of New Mexico. I am a retired Air Force officer, worked a little bit for the city of Albuquerque. Then I decided to run for State Senate in 2020, where I flipped a 3-term Republican seat and making history at the same time, becoming the first ever African American state senator in the history of New Mexico. I want to be a different type of lieutenant governor. That's why I'm not taking oil and gas, corporate money, or corporate PAC money. You're going to have someone that's not just going to go along to get along, and I think my reputation in the Senate proves that as well.
You've kind of made a name for yourself for taking a really strong stance on the proposed acquisition of PNM by Blackstone. Other Democratic candidates have been kind of wishy-washy. How would you negotiate or navigate that disagreement maybe between who you'd be working with as lieutenant governor?
I just think this is a bad acquisition. It's bad for consumers. We have to stand strong and make decisions that help our people and our ratepayers. And that's why I'm also asking us to look into us making a purchase into PNM. And I'm not saying a government full takeover. Why don't we take a 51% stake where we have seats on the board? As far as the other candidates, it seems some of them are maybe coming a little more to my side because they understand where the public is at and where the people are at.
So let's talk about policy for a little bit. If you had to list 3 to 4 big policies that you are really trying to get people to vote for you, what would those 3 to 4 policies include?
I mean, I think we're all dealing with affordability. I want to see what can we do in our state to really alleviate that issue, whether it be tax policy, whether it be what can we do on health care, whether it be what we can do with prescription drugs at the state level. We really need to start looking at guaranteed basic income. I think we also need to do more on our environment. We are making so much revenue off oil and gas, but what's going to happen in the aftermath? Are we actually holding the industry accountable? We are seeing the new extractive industry of data centers coming into our state. We cannot choose so-called economic development where it ends up hurting our people. And I hate the way it's been weaponized in a way to you're for these jobs and the people or you're against the data centers, right? And so we just have to find a better way to do this.
I've noticed on your social media you love to troll state Republicans.
I live rent-free in the heads of Senate Republicans. I love it because it's an automatic endorsement. The stuff that they say is just outrageous, and we got to call it out. I'm not here to purposely troll or fight people to fight people, but I'm going to stand up and call out when I see something wrong. And I think people want to see that.